Now we head out to eastern Oregon, a desert setting that conjures up images of the Wild West and stands a stark contrast to the lush rainforests of the Willamette Valley. Like Merritt Willems, Seth Denton is taking up the family business, but instead of heading out to sea, he's taking to the skies.
You know, I'd been helping around here since I was a kid. I think the more stressful part about it was, you know, as a mixer and loader and all that stuff, you don't realize the pressure a pilot goes through throughout the day. Along with the ground stuff, I was having, you know, I gotta make sure that I'm doing a good job while spraying, and I don't want to wreck the airplane. I want to do good work for Dad so we can continue to satisfy our customers. My first year, we actually still had 2 planes, so it wasn't all completely on me. And then the next year, it was kind of a nice, steady progression from being on the ground to committing to being a pilot.
During his busy season, Seth Denton sprays pesticides and fertilizers over farms throughout eastern Oregon. It's a big job for one person. Denton is the sole pilot and mechanic of his family's aerial application business after his father stepped away due to health concerns.
Well, Dad, I think 2011 was the last year he sprayed, and then there was some medical issues, and he was, 76 at the time, and that was the first year I started spraying, or the year after, I guess, so he kind of just said, well, good time to stop. It wasn't until my 3rd year that I became the sole pilot. Then it was a little more pressure because, you know, more along the lines of I could handle the pressure of having the work to do. I love having the work to do. But when the airplane broke down, that was the only airplane we had, and I think the stress of the breakdowns was worse than any stress I had with knowing I was the only one here to do the work. I can tell you for sure it gives me a lot of respect for guys who are sole pilot, mechanic, operators, and do it with a smile on their face for lots of years, because it's extremely stressful. There's a whole lot to it that you just don't know until you do it, I guess.
With so much work to be done in the sky, it's Denton's family that keeps him grounded.
I'm fortunate in that my wife is really easygoing. She knows that when I need to make money, I need to make money, and that I do care about her. The divorce rate in ag aviation is very high, just because you may want to go have fun, but you need to work. You're kind of married to the airplane and the airport when you're in your busy season. I could show up here, you know, maybe look at the weather app on my phone and, well, it's blowing wrong direction, wrong velocity when it's time to get up in the morning. But I still have to go to work because it could change in an hour. I've heard people say, you're pretty dumb for getting in this industry. You're gonna spend your entire life watching that windsock, just seeing what the wind's doing, what the weather's doing, what velocity, what direction. So that is kind of irritating at times, because you know you could be sitting at home, but the minute you go home, that wind's gonna go down. I have a big love for this area. It's where I spent my entire life. But we also do have good farmers, big fields, nice fields. The dryland wheat is pretty, it's what I like to play, I guess, you know. So that's kept me here. And then it's a family business as well. So I would like to take it and expand even with it. You know, I want to keep this going for maybe my children to take on. I think it's a really rewarding lifestyle, I guess. You know, I get to view the fields from above when they're first seeded to when they're harvested. That kind of drives me, I guess. Love flying, love helping out, feeding the world.